This is Dave from Lotto Odds. It is May 29th, 2025. Okay, this is in response to a member on Lotto Odds in the forum. He is interested in combining the KeyPredict, right, feature with the pair draw counts here together to reduce numbers. So what he wants to catch is this. See, green and brown or green colors here to have the numbers drastically reduced. And see, look, here's another one here. That would be a win for him. Here's another one here. That would be a win. That would be a win right there. This would be a win. Okay. So I'm going to go over first how the pairs work and what to look for first. And then I'll talk about the KeyPredict, what to look for. And then we're going to do some practice for him so he can do it on his own. All right, so you know that the pair columns, right, L1 and M3C, the total pairs are 5 different pair patterns, okay? The 5 different pair patterns, you get this, you get the front, split, back, FSB, and FBS. Front, split, back, FSB, and FBS. That's all. So when you have those patterns in the green and brown total, it is guaranteed that the next winner will be within the green-brown zone. So it'll come out either green or brown like that. No red. You don't want the red because you lose with the red unless you've actually added it separately. Okay? I talked about in the past video how to add the red separately. Like, say, for example, you see here the previous draw here didn't have split in it on this side. You can go and add split on your own separately to make sure if it does hit, you'll have it. So, the previous video. So, I'm going to look at, let's say, Michigan. I believe I saw Michigan had all the 5 patterns in it. All right, so Michigan here within the green and brown, you have front, split, back, FBS, and there's FSB, and the L1 column, and the M3C column. You have the front, split, back. Oh, it's in the red. Back is in the red. That's not good. Okay. How about Washington? Let's take a look at Washington. Washington. And that's a good example too, so you know what you're looking for. You don't want the red. So Washington, what do we have for Washington? You have front, split, back. Here's FSB, here's FBS, and they're all within the green and brown. Okay. How about this side? You have the front, split, back. You have the FSB, FBS, all within the. This is perfect. This is what you want to find. Wait for the setup to find this, and then you'll have the guaranteed the next winner will be within the brown green. Okay. Now I want to show you one other thing too. If you believe that FBS is not going to win, like a double's not going to win again, like right here, look at that. You have a lot of doubles came out. Low chance another double come out. It could come out. Could come out. But we're dealing with probabilities here. So low chance probability, low probability might not come out next here. So you could get rid of the FBS. Okay, but now I want you to think about something. Look at this here. Front, split, back, right? If you had FSB here, this is a cool setup because when you use the draw count filter, this filter here, which we're going to rename pair draw, and this one's going to be named pair sum draw count because the pair sum, right, relates to that, and the pair draw count relates to these. Okay, so we want to make that distinguishing labels, right? All right, so anyway, so here it is, the draw count right there. That's what we're dealing with. So if you have front, split, back, and FSB, because FSB hits a lot, FBS doesn't, okay, because it hit now, it's very low probability it's going to hit again next draw. So it would have been great if you had FSB here. And just to mention that we are going to give you a feature when we release the pairs page. where you can change this to FSB. Okay. So anyway, so because you know this is not going to hit. You know that FSB is not going to hit. You know that, excuse me, you know that FBS has a low chance of hitting, right? And if FSB hits, it's going to be in the red zone. So why not change this to FSB? Okay, give you a higher chance of winning. So, and it's guaranteed that it's going to be, if FBS is not going to win next, it's guaranteed it's going to be green when you change that into FSB. That's going to be so cool. Anyway, so we're working on that pairs page. So now, so yeah, so let me take you to a state that has a front split back FSB within the green only. Let's look at Connecticut. So Connecticut, here we go. A lot of choices here, which is great. All right, so Connecticut, check this out. Connecticut, you have front split back FSB on this side, front split back. Now on this side, L1, okay, you have the front split back, but you do not have the FSB. Now, that is okay if you're just going to focus on this here, okay? When I say this here, the green on M3C, this is what I'm talking about, that, right? M3C, when you isolate only that, okay, because you're not going to be touching this here. If you had an FSB on this side, you can, work with this, turn them all off, and then you have this and that. So you'd have green and brown there. So, but we could still work with that. And then let's look at one more state, Tennessee, which Tennessee is due for a double. It could hit next draw a double, which is the day draw, which is coming up because it's 12. Okay, Tennessee could come up with a double. This is so overdue with a double. This is so hot on the double, guys. You double players should jump on this right away. This could hit day draw double. Anyway, so this one you have, let's see here. You have the front, the split, the back, the FSB. Right, so this one you have the front split back FSB and L1, and you have front split back FSB and M3C, and you have it in all. So guaranteed it's going to be either brown green, green brown combinations coming out here. Yeah, so if a double comes out, it's going to be brown green combinations. If it comes out with FBS, because FBS is with doubles or triples, so it will not be here. The FBS will be in red, but you can add FBS separately. We're going to go through that, and then I'm going to show you how that works. Now, let me get into the practice. Oh, hold on a second. I don't want to forget now here, the KeyPredict. Now look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, purple, and this is what he was talking about. If you have a lot of purple and the green's about to hit, you can combine the KeyPredict green or purple if you think, purple like here. If you had all this green and purple's overdue, right? Check this out. Purple one with the green. So not bad. You had front split back FSB, front split back FSB. Wow, that was a good play. That was a good play. Anyway, so if you think green is going to come out here, you can go green and isolate, okay, with the draw count, with the pair draw count, right? And then you have reduced numbers, and you could even just grab the doubles, okay, if you don't think FBS is going to win, but you can add FBS. We're going to go through that. As you practice more, you'll get used to this. It's so simple. It really is so simple. They're just combinations of patterns that you're putting together that makes this complicated. That's all. But when you get used to it, it's so simple. Let's go to what is this? This is Connecticut, right? So Connecticut, we were looking at here, front split back with the FSB, right? And that's good because you want to isolate just this here, because it's guaranteed if FBS doesn't come out, this is going to come out green here, right? If FBS doesn't come out, it's guaranteed that this is going to be winter green here. If FBS, right, like this down here, FBS comes out, it's going to be red. Okay, but FBS, since it came out recently, it came out here, there's a higher probability it won't come out. So let's just say for this example, we're going to use that. Okay, and look, purple came out, but look at this. You got purple, green, purple, green, purple, green. It's due for another purple back to back, okay? You see, they do come out back to back, so it's due for another purple back to back. So you got to be cautious about that. But what we can do is, in this example, we could show you if it comes out green or it comes out purple. So now watch this. So we come down here, very simple. You're going to isolate here. You know what? Let me just show you before we isolate anything. All right. And this is singles, this is doubles. I want to show you 220. We started with 220, right? All right. So now, if FBS doesn't come out, it's guaranteed it's going to be this, right? Guaranteed it's going to be that, right? So here, guaranteed it's going to be one of these in the green. That's going to come out, okay? And I just want to point something out. You see how L1, L4 came out? L4 doesn't tend to come out all the time. You see that? It tends to dominate 1, 2, 3. So if L4 came out, this is going deeper, but L4 came out, low chance L4 come out, meaning back. Low chance back will be next winter. Okay? So doesn't mean won't come out, but low chance it will. Because look, every time I look at L4, it doesn't hit back to back. It rarely hits back to back. It hit there back to back. Look, but majority of time it doesn't. The majority of time it doesn't. See that? Majority of time it doesn't. Okay? But you could keep that in mind. So you could do something like this. All right? So look at that. Look what just happened. Took it down from 156 to, we're going to go lower. We took it down 156 to 139. So that's a big change right there that you start with. So now, you've got that done, right? The first column right there, M3C, right? You know that's guaranteed going to be a green if FBS doesn't come out, right? Now look at this. You don't know if it's going to be a green or a purple. So we're going to do both. So we're going to do this. We're going to do first the green. Take it down to 84 numbers. There you go. 84 numbers. Okay, and here, double already hit here. Low probability, another double hits. Could hit, but low probability. If we take out the double, here, we do singles, we're down to 38 numbers. Oh yeah, we're going to take it down further. If you isolate, or if you focus on just a pair sum, 1 and 2 pair sums, we could take it down under 10 numbers. Even take it down to one number, even shows you which pair sums don't have a possibility of winning next. Okay, now I want to show you how the purple looks. How many numbers purple have? Purple have 51 numbers with singles like that. Okay, so if it'll give you multiple plays. So for example, if you think it's going to be green, you have 38 numbers. You have multiple plays. I think you have like 4 plays or something like that. Depends where you play. So if it's 38 and you're playing somewhere where it's charging only 5 cents a number, it's 9.50. So and you're winning, like say for example 37.50 divide 9.50. It gives you how many draws? It gives you 3 draws. On the third draw, if you win, you still make profit. All right. So and now let me show you something. On this side, you have triples. Take out triples. Okay. And let's see if we do purple 51. You take out FBS. I think it's not going to win. Okay. Let's go green side. Let's take out the FBSs. FBS. Okay. You're still at 38. Okay. Because we went singles. That's why. If we leave that in, you have 58 with doubles. Because you took out FBSs here. So you went lower. Because with the FBSs, you're higher. You're at 74 with the doubles. So there you go. All right, so let's do another state. Let's see here, New York. Oh, hold on. Let's do Tennessee with the doubles. And then I want to show you when you use just a single pair sum or multiple pair sums you want to look at. All right, here's Tennessee. All right, so Tennessee looks pretty good for a green hitting next. I mean, you could have something like that quite a bit. But if green's going to hit next and you have all the pairs on both sides here, okay, so you're dealing with something like this, all right, you're dealing with which side you want to go with. You could check out both sides. Front split back, FSB, front split back in the brown, FSB. Okay, good. Front split back, FSB. Okay, only thing missing is FBS. Remember, doubles do, so FBS could hit. So if we do this, we could take either side. Just to let you know, if FBS is not going to hit either side, you could choose either side. Okay, and you could do something like this. Just choose all of them, like that. If FBS is not going to win, then guaranteed you choose all of them, then the winner will be there. And how many numbers do you have if you choose all of them? And I'm going to choose, hold on, takes this lag time, all singles and doubles. So you have 180 numbers to start with that you can start reducing, but you don't want 180 numbers. But anyway, you're going to be reducing with the KeyPredict, and you think it's going to be green, right? So you take green, turn it off, you're down to 105 numbers right there. You do have triples there. You want to take out the triples. Okay, triples rarely win. You're down to 95 numbers, and you could keep going. Okay, if you think it's going to be single, not double, okay, you've got 48 numbers. If you think it's going to be double, not singles, you got 47 numbers to play with. And if you don't think FBS is going to be the one winner with it, you're down to 32 numbers for the doubles, okay, out of 90 numbers. All right, that's simple. Okay, so when you get used to it, you can just do it like that. Now let's see if we just selected, let's turn all these back on. Let's see if we just selected this whole row here. It doesn't matter because all the patterns except FBS is in the rows. All right, so if we did this, okay, and then we went green, we're down to 52 numbers. Okay, I don't see any triples in there, but anyway, do that. And then this is for the doubles, 52. Okay, because you just picked that line. If we do all, we got 109. If we do singles, we got 56. Okay, trying to shoot for the doubles. All right, let's see what doubles we have here. The doubles, there's the doubles right there. And then you could go the other side. Let's see the other side if it makes a difference. It shouldn't make a difference because you have all the pairs in there. But it could be a combination. Okay, you have 76 there. You take out the KeyPredict with the green right there. All right, so you have 53. Yeah, singles, 52. All 115. You have even more numbers from that side. So you choose a side that benefits you best, keeps the numbers low, but yeah. And yeah, take out the triples. Yeah, you're down to 5 numbers. So it works out equally the same. It doesn't matter because all the pairs are on both sides of this here. All right, let's try purple. Let's try purple, okay? Because maybe purple may come out with the double again, okay? If we go the purple side, how many numbers are we working with? So we isolated all that. And just to let you know, we isolated green and brown, but that's why the setup you want to find is front split back FSB just in the greens. That would be awesome. And if you can find front split back FSB in both sides, L1 and M3C, this is what you're looking at. Hold on. This is what you're looking at. You're looking at only that. Oh, yeah. You're looking at only green, green, like that, okay? Green, green coming out like that. And if you do the green like that, take out the triples, okay, you look at 49 numbers off the bat. If you do the purple side, 65 numbers off the bat like that. Okay, but if we're looking at just doubles, you're looking, oh my God, right there, 19, boys. 19, 19, 19 doubles right there. And the green side, what are we looking at? 23 doubles right there. Take out the right there. And if you don't think it's FBS, you're looking at 17. And on this side, take out the FBS. Right there, you're looking at 14 doubles only. Okay, so that's how you work that. Okay, and that's how you work these two, the pairs and the pair draw count and the KeyPredict colors. Okay, now let me show you when you combine only like a single pair sum, okay? So we're looking at New York here, right? And I pulled up 921 because it had the setup of split front back with FSB in the green. Okay, a double already won, could win next, but higher probability is singles will hit. Okay, especially when 921 doesn't hit that many doubles. You see that run? Um, all right, so we got that in New York, and then what we could do is isolate. We know that if FBS, because FBS is only with doubles and triples, if it does not come out with the M3C pair this side, okay, then it is guaranteed is going to be green here, okay? And then on this side you have front split back FSB, okay? So if it's guaranteed on this side, it'll be a green or brown coming out, not a red if FBS does not win, okay? So the way you do that is we're going to isolate this. This is what you want to see. You want to try to isolate only one part of the green and brown, okay? And it's always if the patterns, the program grabs the greens first before the browns. So you always want to see the patterns up here, okay? So here you have split front, back is missing FSB, but here you have the front split back in FSB, which is great. So you want to do this. You want to isolate, oh, it's already isolated. You want to isolate that. So anyway, let's go back to 220, set, default set, okay? And that, okay, so there we go, you 23. So we went here, brown, and we isolate 2, 1, and there we go. It's 9, 2, 1, has a total of 23 numbers. We're going to try to reduce that. So we said M3C on the M3C side column, right? This column, right there. Those are where all the patterns we're going for. So we went down to 22 from there, but we're going to go lower when we go here. When we look at, believe that it's going to be, if you think it's going to be a green, isolate green. If you think it's going to be a purple, isolate purple. So we're going to isolate, start with the green first, isolate. Hold on. Let's turn that back on, and there you go. 9 numbers. There you go. 9 numbers with the doubles. Okay. No triples in there anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. If you think FBS is not going to win, if a double comes out, we could take the FBS's out. It just took out one number, so no big deal. You might want to keep that in there. Right? So there you go. And let's see if it's singles. You have only 5 numbers with singles. Higher probability singles wins. If it's going to be green, it's going to be one of these 5 numbers will win. Okay? And if FBS doesn't win, if on this side, okay, you have singles there. You have 11 singles there. You have FBS here. If you think FBS is not going to win, this is with the doubles anyway. We already isolate doubles. Isolate singles. So there. We got that isolated. We got purple right there, only 11 numbers. So if you think this is going to come out purple, you got 11 numbers with the singles. If you think it's going to be green, it's going to be only 5 numbers. With the purple, with the double, let's see. Only 2 doubles, okay? If you think another double is going to come out, only 2 doubles. And you do have the FBS's highlighted there. And this is the great thing is, if a column's missing FBS, all you got to do is come down here and add it. So here, so we got that isolated. All right, that's isolated. And we're in the green now. We got FBS's and all the combinations here. So we have doubles. We have 4 doubles, singles, and there's the 5 singles we saw earlier. If you want to remove the FBS, you don't think it's going to win. And there you go. You have with the purple, excuse me, not this green. Okay, 3 doubles. The purple, we already went through with the purples, only 2 doubles. All right. So basically, that's how you do it, and just work it and practice it, and then you'll be able to figure it out and be able to catch winners. I mean, if you're dealing with so few numbers, right? If you're dealing with so few numbers, you'll have multiple draws um, that catch these patterns, and because pair sum 8 and 9 win most of the time, you can just isolate them and work on that specific pattern. For example, in New York, we have 912 that's due. to hit. If you isolate the 9s, look, 912 is due to hit, right? And if you isolate the 8s, we've got the 8. Well, you know what you could do? You could choose them all like this. You could do like this. Look, this is pretty cool. If you think the 8 is going to be due, choose them all. And look at the pattern here. You got front split back FSB. This is so cool. Front split back, and then what you do is just choose all the pink right there, right? And then just grab them all. Okay, turn these back all on. So get the pattern. Shit came on. I got slow internet, so. All right, here. All right, so now this is now you grab all the pink, right? Here, let me go here. See, you grabbed them all. 831, 822, 813. You got doubles and triples. You got a total of 28 numbers. All right, and now you know guaranteed if FBS doesn't win. Now let's go down here. FBS is right there. One already won, but it doesn't come out. Look at that. It doesn't really comes out. So let's go. And then doubles. Got doubles do hit. FBS already came out here. FBS already came out down here. So low probability will come out again. And it's in with the green and brown. So if, look at this. Look at this. Front split back, FSB, FBS. Front split back is out. We missed it right there. But that's okay. So we know this side will come through. But look at this. If we don't think FBS is going to come through with the double or triple, we got an 8 pair doesn't have triple. So you don't have to worry about triple with that. So, and double already won here with FBS. Low chance will come out again. So here we go. High probability when any 8 pair comes out, it's going to be a split front or back or FSB. It's going to be a green here. Okay. So this is what you can do. Go here. Okay. Turn this back on. Isolate this side now. L1 side. Okay. You're down to 33 numbers here. It went up because you're mixing up these pairs with this, okay, right there. But we're going to reduce this by going like this. Look, taking this, we said here it might be, we're talking about either green or purple. So if we do, say, green, we think it's going to be next. We're down to 19 numbers. If we think it's going to be purple, we're down to 14 numbers. And if we think it's going to be singles, because doubles, a low chance of winning, we're working with only, singles. We're working with only 9 numbers, okay, with the purple coming out, okay? And we're working with only 15 numbers with the green coming out, all right? And then if we go down here, let's see. Yeah. Let's split back on this side. Now this side you have the front split back FSB. Here, front split back FSB. The back is not the back is in the red. So this, what you can do is you could take out the backs right there. If you think it's not going to win, the red's not going to come out. Right, on this side, on the L1. If you think it's not going to come out on the, we know that the green's going to come out here. High probability green because you got these all these 4 here pairs. But here, okay, if you think the back's not going to come out, you can reduce them even more by removing the back. Okay, so and then you'll have only 7 numbers left. But I would leave those in there. I'll leave those in there and then try to reduce it in another way. Now, if you're dealing with just a single pair sums, right? That's when you start getting into the really low numbers, all right? So if you do 822 and you said, you know, this is going to come out right there, and then you do, say, the green, you have 11 numbers. Hold on, 11 numbers there. You're getting lower. If you think it's a purple, you got only 7 numbers there. Okay. So, and that's pretty much it. Okay. It's all about practice, getting used to this, and but it does get the numbers really low for you, and you probably want to play with here with either these, okay? The pink, brown, green, gray, yellow ones, okay? That will come out next, all right? You'll deal with lower numbers, all right? Yeah, and if they're overdue, and 8 and 9 tends to be the ones that hit the most, especially if you're playing with a state like Georgia. See, if you're playing with a state like Georgia, they hit like crazy. Like it hits like every day. Look at that. Every day. Look at this. On these days, it hit every single day. I mean, every single draw. On the 28th, every single draw. 3 draws a day. Look. 26 every day. Look at that. Every day it's hitting. Every day. Take out the 12. Okay. Every day. Look at that. It's crazy. So Georgia's the one to play with the 8 and 9. All right? I wish you the best.